difficulty, or just because you're poor, or just because you're too busy taking care of your kids. If you don't have the time and the energy
How's it going? What's on for today? There's my title is making myself feel better. It's an awesome fact that we make ourselves feel better all day long, in verbal and visual, and every time we have an emotion, we counterattack that emotion with a downplay of it, or a minimization of it, or a constant effort to make ourselves feel better, right? And I'm not sure we understand the extent that we're willing to do that. And how much we're willing to, we're not willing to, how much we don't realize we do it. And maybe it's just me, but I'm doing it all day about everything, you know, everything. It's just to make myself feel better. Crazy, eh? And then we make ourselves feel better. And then when we feel bad, we want to make ourselves feel better again, right? And what's awesome about it is we make ourselves, we'll discuss something, and then which will be negative, say, we'll discuss something negative, and 2 seconds later, it's all right. It's all right. It'll be fine. It'll be all right. It's made ourselves feel better again, like that. Feel average, feel good again. Then I thought maybe it's me doing it more than other people. Maybe other people aren't doing it to the same degree. So it might be how my mind's working, right? Because if you're more negative, if you've got a negative mindset, then maybe you're not making yourself feel better that often, as much. Or if you're not, is that why you go into a depressed state? You're depressed because you're not making yourself feel better. So you're being depressed. Didn't think of that. Not sure. Still, not fussed about people that are depressed, right? So what I was gonna say too is that there's that level, right? There's that level. And then I start using words like lying to myself to make myself feel better. I lie to myself, and then I live by that lie. So everything's like a lie, you know, the whole lot becomes a lie. And then I think back. I don't think I do it as much now, but my lies were awesome. I used to have these whole fabricated lies going on, especially when I was like 20, 25. You remember that, right? You could have the lies that were going on. Or maybe it's just me. I'm trying to speak for everyone else, right? But man, my lies were awesome. Probably helped with my ego too. So my ego combined with lying to make myself feel better. And then once you're doing it, you got to keep going, right? Keep the lie going to keep making yourself feel better. And then if someone said the truth, it would sting, and then you would lie to yourself really well or a lot, or divert back onto him. Because I've actually got a quick mouth or a quick mind, I can attack the attacker. Don't take in what he says. And I was good at that. The horrible thing too, right? Once you get good at that, well, you're lying to yourself all the time, and you're constantly doing it. I would actually lie about stuff that had no value. The lie wouldn't even make any difference with it. Wouldn't even make me look good or make me look better. It was just lying for the sake of lying because of this, and like creating a story behind the lie. I'd tell lies about an event that never happened. Just didn't happen at all. There's one where I remember I told my friends that our other friends had an argument and we had a fight. A fight. I didn't beat them up or anything. Normally you would, right? I didn't even lie. I didn't even lie that I was the one who beat these guys up. I lied about the fight. The whole thing was just a lie, which made no difference whether the fight happened or not. There was no outcome. There was no me beating up these people and sounding good to my friends. No, just a complete and utter lie that I thought up. There might have been some minimal gain in there somehow. I think it was where I was meant to be. That's right. So if I said I was going to be here at 6 o'clock and I wasn't there at 6. And it didn't matter that I was or wasn't there at 6. It wasn't like it was an important meeting or anything specific. Which is I wasn't there at 6. The guy said, and I created this story like that. Threw it in there, thought it'd be all right. Just a big lie. I haven't done that for a while, but interesting, right? So yeah, so I'm not sure we get the relevance to making ourselves feel better, and then what we're willing to do. And I listen to people talk, and they talk about lying as being, well, we all lie. We all lie. So then I think, well, there we go. The reason we lie is it's an emotional based thing. We're lying, and it's generally a lie to make ourselves feel better. I don't know if we're lying to make ourselves feel worse. If we lie to ourselves to make ourselves feel worse, maybe that's where depression comes in. So maybe we would lie. So would we lie both ways? We lie to make ourselves feel better. We lie to ourselves to make ourselves feel worse. That is interesting. Do I lie to myself to make myself feel worse? Not really. Not really. It's normally because I've heard the truth, and that feels bad enough. Then if I've lied to myself and says, look, you're not worth fuck all, and gone on and on and on about that, when it's a lie, well, there's normally something in there that is true. So, okay, so maybe you could self-deprecate yourself, to lie to yourself about both ways. So I guess you can do it positive or negative. Interesting, right? I guess that's possible, depending on the mindset you're in, the attitude you're in. Keep getting knocked down, so negative thoughts, negative things. Okay, I'll do that. Well, I'm more on the other side of the fence, right? I'm more lying to myself to make myself feel better, and just living, well, used to be more living delusional, right? The delusional style. It's a nicer way to live, even if it is a lie, right? If your lie is making yourself feel better, but you're not better than anyone else, but that's your lie, I kind of prefer that way than lying to myself about how below average I am. You know, it's like being in really good shape, but you can't see it, so you're depressed. It's like that supermodel thing. So a model is veered around the world and viewed as quite attractive, yet you don't see yourself that attractive. So are you lying to yourself? I guess you are. In a form. And then what level you'll do it to. So I guess it's another, some more words to that. I definitely need it on the other end, I think. So you can use it both ways. You're lying to yourself, and so I could use it in another form, saying that you're lying to yourself about how average you're making yourself sound, or how below average you're making yourself sound, and that can be a lie. But we'd need some evidence for that, right? For that lie. Because the lie is better when it's totally not true, based on some evidence. So we could stack some evidence the other way. Okay. I'll entertain that. So lying to myself to make myself feel better. So then there's the tools required to sort of change that a bit, right? So that you get, it's like trying to get reality. So we got reality, and then the mind conjured up images and things, right? Because I don't know about you, but I tend to pull in past events, and we can grab them 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 2 days ago, 6 months ago, whichever, right? And they can just be a statement, a picture, a visual, a piece of information that we heard, and contextualize it and bring it to now. And that might depend on the person I'm with, or what I'm thinking at the time, or just it might just pop into my head. So how do we change, or how do we I guess how do we identify the lying, or the extent, and then how do we live in reality a bit more closer, bridge the gap, right? The lies, the built up lies, years and years of telling yourself this thing, whether this person doesn't think of me this way, this person is this type of person, that type of person is that type of person, based on information you gave, and then you building a picture in your head and lying about the situation, or only hearing this much when there was this much information. Like when your mother says things, you only remember the pieces you want to remember. You don't remember the other, or what was going on at the time, not considering that, or how long you'd been doing whatever you'd been doing, or what they were doing, which was frustrating, or whatever. Everybody's moving, everybody's doing whatever they're doing at their times, based on their historical events, your historical events. It's complex, right? So then we bring ourselves back to today and to now, and to here you're sitting, lying to yourself, making yourself feel better, constant want to make yourself feel better or feel worse, whichever one. You're constantly doing that all the time. It's a learned behavior versus a genetic behavior versus a historical behavior versus a genetic behavior, all manifested into the ones. And now what we're trying to understand and establish is how we go from where we're sitting now to bridge the gap between what we're mentally picturing and doing in our mind every day to reality, to what is actual reality. And there's words for reality, like maybe simple, the simple reality. You pull it all back, right? But like the old meditation style, we pull back, we listen for clarity, we block out the noise or reduce the noise to bring us back to some type of basic reality. So I guess that's that in a nutshell, really, isn't it? And does that fit with improving ourselves when we do that? I think it fits with bringing us back to so the truth and all that. It's quite a good scientific style, because it brings us back to the known truths if we're more in touch with reality. The reality is a planet. You breathe oxygen. The sun, planet, oxygen, hot, cold, wind, wet, get right back into those kind of, there's that. There's you as these cells and these organisms that are just growing and dying every second. So you think about that, and then that gets you to some type of basis. But in your heart and all that, right? And then you look to layer on top of that. That makes sense. And then that would be a good place to go self-improvement from there, right? Yeah, okay. That we can do. So, making myself feel better. I got that. It's probably yeah, no, I see that. All right, so let's do, what should we do? A couple of little Facebook looks. What's on today with Facebook? It's graduation. Fireworks. Fireworks. That's a weird one too, right? Kind of goes back into our same theme of fireworks. Last night, for no particular reason, people are lighting fireworks. What is that? I don't get it. What's odd to me too is that it costs money. Why would you spend money and set it on fire for some 10 minutes of colours? It's not. I don't actually mind setting off, creating something that looks interesting. I mean, that's okay for a few minutes. So let's just say fireworks are all right, and they have in that. It's not too bad a thing. Guy Fawkes? What the hell was that all about? Some story that's just pulled into all of us here in New Zealand, in Auckland. It's really bizarre how awesome we are at adopting such stuff on a particular day. I mean, I'm not into all these other freaking days, right? But it would make more sense. I mean, New Year's is a stupid idea too. But as far as stupid ideas go, you have two stupid ideas. The New Year's garbage, resolutions, and we start a day fresh and New Year and all this sort of stuff. You're lying to yourself the whole freaking time, and that too, right? So that fits. And Guy Fawkes is over here. It's just some, something. Now, I don't agree with the New Year's malarkey, but out of the two, I would go, well, throw some fireworks at that. We're already, if you look at your New Year's people, you got your idiots out drinking and doing and partying and doing it in groups. You're excited. You got family and friends and alcohol and stuff. Fine. And if your kids are around for whatever reason, fine. Wouldn't you like your fireworks then? Like, wouldn't that kind of add to that malarkey? And light some fireworks? And wouldn't that be like going, oh yeah? But no. We got a story over here about some English idiot who wanted to blow up Parliament or something, from what I recall. Even taught us that. Look, see, I can even recite some of the story. Can't recite stories that are bloody important, but somehow in me, I can remember the story of frickin' Guy Fawkes at some level. It's crazy. So you do the Guy Fawkes, and then I see people now on New Year's, they like some stuff. Even your Christmas Day Balaki, you could join in that, and you could light some fireworks on Christmas Day. Yeah, why not? That would, that would make more sense. Make more sense than this thing. Fireworks. Guy Fawkes Day. I don't get it, man. But even on like Anzac Day or some day like that, I'd have more kind of like, yeah, okay. Not, I wouldn't do it, but if you're gonna. But hey, what do I know? People would have had fun last night. Melbourne Cup. Some horse race. There's horses racing around a track today. The Melbourne Cup Day. Really? The horses. 99% of the people that are doing this Melbourne Cup thing don't know or care about Melbourne Cup ever. You got Guy Fawkes and you got the Melbourne Cup. They'll talk about the horse that won, the name of it, the colour of it, the jockey's name, the who did, raced around a track. Oh, what was the name of your horse? It's just a lucky dip bloody thing, Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. The Melbourne Cup. Melbourne Cup. Want to go watch the Melbourne Cup? There's a horse race on. There's a horse race on every day. Hundreds of them. You go into the bloody TAB, there's horse races all day long. Why aren't you going and watching that crap? Because it's boring. It's dumb. It's an animal running around a track with someone on it. Okay, look, it's okay. If you're into that, fine. You're not into it. And here you are, interested in the Melbourne Cup. Who's doing what on that particular race? Who the hell are you? Oh, I feel involved. Oh, no, this is exciting. This is interesting. It's not. It's you making yourself feel better for being in a group, in a herd. You're just following the leader. And that'll be your topic of conversation. What a malarkey day. Melbourne Cup. Guy Fawkes. What else have we got to get? The boss says, "Are you on drugs?" The guy says, "You and I both know that you don't pay me enough to have a drug problem." It's marginally funny. I don't get drugs, right? Drugs are an interesting one. Because We've managed to create them. And then we've decided to pass something on. So let's do the marijuana one, right? I don't take any drugs. I don't take drugs, never cared for them. I think when I was I think I had marijuana when I was like a teenager. It was like a teenage thing. And I didn't take to it. A bit like cigarettes, right? Never took to it, so it didn't stick. But I can understand if you take to it. Once you take to it, then you're in a bit of a interesting dilemma. Back to the whole, you like something, you've got a picture in your head, you want it. Back to my chocolate thing, I want it, I eat it. What am I doing? Who cares? Why do you care? Take it, and then life goes on, right? So if we take drugs, and then we look at where marijuana fits in, right? The plant, it's a plant, isn't it? It's a plant, and you're going to inhale it, smoke it, or whatever. I don't even know. You don't even inject it there. I don't know. The smoking of that sends your brain in a bit of a different state. Has a chemical imbalance going on, right? And mucks around with your sensor system, relaxes and like a relaxant in a different sort of way, like alcohol, right? So let's decide we've got that happening. People are into it, doing it. So if I'm honest, I don't really care. I don't really care. If you ask my opinion on it, I would say it's a dumb idea. You know, sugar's a dumb idea. So, in smoking stuff or injecting stuff, I wouldn't think was a good idea. But hey, what do I know? Well, that's my same. I've got the same opinion. Same opinion on actually the same opinion on cigarettes as I do as on marijuana, I suppose. I go, well, why do I care what you're doing with it? I really only care, if I'm honest, I only care if you fuck with me. And I'll extend that. If you fuck with me or my people around me, my people. Otherwise, then if you are one of those people, well then don't fuck with me. I think if I've got family members that are smoking or taking that stuff and they're impacting on me, well then that's my problem. So I guess I do have a problem with it. I have a problem with it when you affect me. Similar to anything, I guess. I can sit here and go, well, you know, I want to protect them and help them and make them feel better and realize themselves and stuff. Yeah, okay. I mean, we can entertain that, and you can go down that road if you want. I don't think it's a bad road. Just don't know if that's the road I want to travel. Then again, you know, if it's my own family going down that road, then that makes it a little bit tougher to take, but it's still their road, right? It's still their road. I can be stronger about my opinion. Still take it. But then there's a reasonable argument to like the consequences of or imposed consequences to your actions. Now, if you smoke that crap or take whatever. If you smoke marijuana, cigarettes for a long time, find your lungs are fucked, and your voice, you lose your voice or lose your smell and all that sort of stuff. Well, those are your consequences. It's the way it goes. But when I go impose consequences, as in you keep doing that and I'm going to do this, the human consequences, I'm not sure about that. So what, I'm going to put you in jail or beat you? I'm sure about that. How does that work? How does it work that I lock you in jail for just doing that? Now, let's not confuse this. If you're doing that plus this, plus if you're stealing, threatening, hijacking, and taking drugs, well, it's not the drug thing that we're locking you up for. Okay? So don't get it mixed up. If that's as well as you got this, you know, you murdered someone, you stole their stuff, you did this, oh, and he was taking some drugs. Oh, what? The drug thing. Well, there he goes on drugs. Well, okay. And that's there all the time. I get it. But what I mean is you serve time for all that crap. You do 50 years for it. Don't go, fuck, all he did was drugs. Let's make sure. Now, if all you're doing, you know, if that's what I got to make sure we're clear. If all you're doing is smoking cigarettes over here and you're putting it out there, and we catch you smoking these cigarettes, we lock you up. You're in jail for 3 months, 6 months. I don't even know. I'm not sure about that. No, you're not going to convince me of that. But then if you're going to tell me that, well, no, that leads into other things, possibly, probably, but that's not something that needs to be criminal. But if that's your pastime over here and you're dodgy, you're doing dodgy stuff, and that's what they've pinned on you, but you're dodgy, you're doing other dodgy stuff, we got caught you stealing. Stop talking about that. It was the marijuana. All I've been doing is smoking. That's all I did. That's all I had on me. But I guess it gets tricky because if we catch you out and about and we're suspicious that you've been doing stuff and we find marijuana, that's a good go-to kind of, I can get something going on this. So that makes it, I guess that can dirty it up a bit. Guess I'm stereotyping here. But a lot of people just saying, well, that's all I do. All I was doing was smoking this stuff. Possibly. You know. Haven't got too many of them that aren't smoking that crap or taking the higher drugs. And then that's what we found and nothing else. They're in jail. That's all they've done is smoke this stuff. Generally not. I don't think that's your go-to. It's not your go-to prison sentence, right? You're probably stealing to support the habit, or you're stealing because you're a thief and you smoke that crap as well. Because do cocaine addicts We've got cocaine addicts in jail. Well, they're in jail because they stole to support the addiction. The drugs is it. The drugs. So taking the drugs isn't what we're focusing on. Take the drugs. You took the drugs. And then what we're trying to do, right, is hit the distributors or the sellers or the marketplace for it. Yeah, I guess that's a problem. So then what we do, we walk down the road of legalizing it. So we legalize this stuff. You know, cigarettes are illegal. You know, I don't see the difference, right? There's plenty of people that disagree with that, right? Legalizing it will be doom and gloom. I don't agree. I'm not sure I agree on that. I think it'll be the same. Be the same. If you're stealing, we want to catch you. If you're just smoking some crap and that's what you got in your pocket, couldn't care less. Now, if now we're going to say, well, everyone will be doing it, it'll just be part of the norm and it'll be all around us. Well, cigarettes is legal. They'll probably have the same restrictions on those idiots. To the same that they're not all around me. Smoking. It was all around me. That's interesting, right? Seems that we've only limited it because of, well, cost hurts and your smoke impacts on me, so I don't want it around my space. And the more people that have agreed with it, the more it's gone. Can't smoke here, can't smoke here, smoke. Marijuana smokers are going to be the same. So why make heroin? So why not legalize heroin? Who cares, right? Same thing. Legalize them all. Or decriminalize them. Who cares? Who cares if you're taking marijuana? Who cares if you're taking cocaine? Snorting that stuff. Why do I care? Oh, no, you can't even do that. Why? What difference does it make to me? He's taking the cocaine, it's fucking him up. Oh no, I want to go. I've been trying to stop him doing it, but he won't. So if we make it against the law, he won't. But he is. It's already against the law, and they are. Oh, it's less of them. Well, you legalize it or decriminalize things tomorrow. I'm not going to rush it. So I rush out and go grab some. Why? Oh no, cocaine's legal now. Chuck us a couple of bags of that stuff. Oh, but the children, the kids. But pushers are pushing it on them now. And if they're going to take to it, they take to it. What difference did it make whether it was legal or not? That doesn't make sense. Oh, we got to do something about it. It doesn't make sense. What it does make sense to is if enough people agree with you, and I'll get votes for politics, right? That's what it feeds. No one gives a shit whether you're taking your cocaine or something all day. No one cares. But if there's enough of you that would prefer or are scared by it and afraid of it, and decides it's going to be better for me and my family, which I may not argue with this. I'm not an advocate for it. I'm just saying, stop it. It's not true that if it's criminal or non-criminal, it's sorted. It's sorted because it's criminal. It's a criminal act. No. Why? Because it's still being used everywhere. But now the guy who's using it, instead of going into the bathroom and hiding, will do it out here. Oh, wow, that's what a huge difference that's made. And then we'll watch it and then we'll go, oh, yeah, man, I want to get into some of that too now. I never thought. It's been so hidden from me. I've missed out. I mean, maybe there's a percentage of them, but I mean, I'm not sure, man. I reckon if you're going to go do it, you're going to go do it. So you're telling me that if my kids get introduced to it now, they're gonna, that's them, they're done. I mean, there's a reasonable argument for that. But the other argument is it's already there. Your kid's going to go find it anyway. It's like I think some of my friends, when they said decriminalizing or making gay marriage was going to be a problem. Most of my religious idiots, that gay marriage was a problem because there'd be more gays. Gays would fucking, I think, oh yeah, right. You know, me not being gay right now is a choice I'm making, because I'm ready. It's a decision I've made. You're serious. You're serious. We say, look, gay marriage and everything. Oh, shucks. Right. Sign me up. I'm ready to go. I didn't before. Because it was, it was considered. I didn't give a shit that it was considered bad in the Bible. Didn't care about that. But because it wasn't legal. It wasn't seen to by. I mean, the state, I think, still supported it, didn't they? If you're in a de facto relationship with another guy, you get 50-50 of the stuff. So even legally, you're not gaining anything. But now that me and another guy can get married and we can have gays will be known to think, what? So I can have gay sex now, and I can't have it in public anyway. So that didn't change, right? But now it's all right to be, I'm in. I'm going to go join. There's more gays than there was yesterday. No. That's ridiculous. God, that's awesome. We've increased the number of gays. You said, no, they were gay. They were gay yesterday. Gays, gay's not a club I don't think you want to join, right? Unless you are. Because, I mean, society ain't that freaking much fun on the gay community overall, are they? It's not like, I mean, even drug users, if you look at it, even the drug users, or even if you're a pusher or a pimp or something like that, even though it's glamorized and so to some extent, right? It's like, even though the reality is probably pretty average, that gangster kind of drug thing is glorified on the movies. Even if you're not, you're probably like, gay, you're still better than the gays, the gay guys. So you could say, oh, I take heroin and stuff. You go, oh yeah, or I sell heroin. Yeah. You're a gangster. You're a gang. You sell heroin. You go, fuck that. That's crap, right? But you'd be going, oh yeah. At least you're not gay. So then, to choose to be gay, because I choose to be a gangster because it sounds more macho, doesn't it? And if I'm pushing lots of drugs and it's on a black market, maybe I'm making lots of money. So I've got a monetary piece to it. So you could and maybe a bit of an ego thing, and maybe I'm thought of as being quite thing. I know in the gangs and that, the gang mentality, you'd be fucking 3 good pieces there. There's probably whores and chicks around that are freaking, so you're getting the, you know, money thing, getting all those pieces to it, and you're a heroin addict or a drug taker or whatever. You know, in my opinion, you're a lowlife. But still that, and that's a choice you make, say, or you just gravitate to it because it's all part of the fucking system. That is still better than being gay, right? So the only reason, what would be a reason that I would say, man, being gay, that's, you know, I'm going to give this up, and I'm going to announce my love to someone, and I'm going to be gay. As a choice, I'm going to choose to be gay. I wasn't gay. Never went there before. Took heroin for 5 years, got into the gangster life, did all that, or I was just a normal guy wandering along. You know, I wasn't very popular, wasn't very this, and you know, I'm going to make a change. I'm going to be gay. Gay sounds like the way to go. You know, it sounds like it's interesting. It sounds like something I'd like to be. You're fucking with me, right? At least you've watched movies on gangsters and stuff, and you can go, "Wow, let's be that." And you're still delusional and stupid. Got it. Choose to be gay. Choose to be gay. Yeah, that's an awesome club to be part of. You go the Bloods and the Crips or all this other sort of stuff, but no, I'll be in the gay club. Yeah, no, it's awesome. It's awesome being known as gay. There's so many benefits. You know, you got what? You get lots of girlfriends. No sex. Oh yeah, nah, that's what I want. Girlfriends we can like hang out and talk really close emotions to. Because a guy I really like left me as well. We can man hate together. Yeah, that's what I'll do. Gay becomes legalized, boom, heaps more gay people. Wow. Still, I best be going.